Hi, good morning, and welcome to session number 1, which is a demo cup session number 1 of the shell script. So, before that, myself is Nagarjuna Vandakonda. I have a total 11 years of IT experience. I'm working on especially on the cloud environment scripting part, mainly for PowerShell, Python, shell script related automation scripts is my main task in my team. Today, we are going to see one scripting language. Let's one thing clear. We have so many languages are there scripting purpose for the automation of daily tasks. Just as general I'm talking, I'm not talking about this course now. We have a famous one, Python is there, and PowerShell scripting is there, and even Linux, nothing but shell scripting also there. Even first and last are famous one, Python scripting. So if you take the PowerShell, it is purely related to Windows platform. Upon the Linux or other operating system also it will work, but not 100%. Mainly it is for Windows platform. Even other platform purpose also it will work. Still need some time to get 100% on other platforms. Linux is purely related to Linux operating system. If you want to perform any automation upon the Linux platform, there is a one utility is there. It's a file. Script means it's a file, not like a physical component. It is a simple file only, not any other component. It's just like a file only. And even Python script also will work. Python script will work now even Windows level and Linux level. Depends on, for example, if you take the Python, there is a one sub-process module is there. Sub-process module with help of sub-process module and with the help of the development objects, sub-process for Linux and development for Windows operating system. But not up to level manually, not manually, even Python is the best option, 100% best option, no doubt, but should be good at Python fundamentals. Python having different functions, so Python definitely work here and there, no doubt in that area. Learn one you can use on Windows and Linux, but here Linux basics are required up to, like, we can create our own module level. That is a target. But if you take the Linux or shell scripting, it is purely perform are related only on the Linux platforms. Only on the Linux. That's all. There is no other word. Only on the Linux platforms. If you take the architecture, what is the shell script? For that, I am trying to give the explanation. We have a hardware. When we install the operating system, and when we install the Linux operating system, the above one is a Linux operating system. Linux operating system contains two parts again internally. The first one is kernel. It's a core component, everything managed by this program only. So this total together you are calling as a Linux operating system. So OS again containing two parts, kernel and shell. Shell is like a, two languages. Simple, sir. Here you are here, you are here. So anything if you want to perform on the machine, you cannot directly contact here via this one only, and response also via in this reverse way you will get. Simple. Here kernel is a program inside of operating system. Shell is there. Shell knows is like a interpreter between you and kernel. Shell is like it knows two languages: human language, nothing but commands; machine understandable language. Kernel can interact with the hardware, and it knows machine language. I mean, machine how to interact. Kernel give the instructions to your machine. Shell is a person, he knows user provided commands, and shell knows how to understand and how to give the same command which one provided by this user to kernel. So this is the main one. From here only we have a shell script came, sir. Shell is there, na? Shell is a like a interpreter. Shell is a interpreter. It knows two languages: kernel understandable language, human being understandable language. When you type a command, the command received by shell will give to kernel will apply on hardware. Simple. Now that is a shell. But what is the story of the shell scripting? Simply, what is the general manual work, whatever we are doing, routine work, if you do the automation, you can put all your commands inside of a file. For example, you are providing one by one command to your shell. Instead of that one, take a file, write your commands in a sequential order, give to this file to your shell. Shell will take the input from the file also, and it will execute it. Simple way, na? Very simple way we have. Now, shell script is nothing but it's a file which contains sequence of commands with logics. Okay, shell script is a automation purpose. Shell script is nothing but a notepad or text file just put inside of commands. Now, closely observe these areas. So, who are eligible? Already you have any Linux basics information, Linux commands information is required. Who are eligible to learn this course? Linux commands, basic Linux commands are required. And already if you are planning to learn any cloud, because cloud means not only Windows servers, not only Linux servers, we have to concentrate on all servers. All means Windows platform and Linux platform. Usually Windows purpose we will use PowerShell. Linux purpose, Linux servers purpose we will use shell script, bash scripts. Yes, even if your plan is DevOps, your plan is to learn the DevOps, or your plan is learning to cloud. Already you have an idea on the basics command of the Linux. When you know the basic commands, one by one only you can execute them. But there is no chance to do the automation. So every day I want to schedule something, it should trigger a mail or it send an alert. That type of possibility not available if you learn the Linux admin. Routine works, we need to do some automation with help of the one file. The file is a script file, shell script file. We are writing for shell, that is a scripting, one script. Like in movies, script is there. Script means process, one after one, one after one. Definitely entire this scripting. Before that, again I will give to you overview of the basic commands, no doubt, but already having this idea, good thing. So big deal entire training. What's the big concepts we are going to see? Okay, total training is there, good, but what are the major components we are going to see? One of the biggest command, arc command and scd commands. These two will give to you a beautiful idea about the automation. Okay, at this day we don't know about these commands. Even grep find command will give to you, or cut command, this will give to you a beautiful idea how to do the, or how to pick up the required property values. To do this activity purpose, we are going to use complete AWS Cloud free account only. I will explain to you tomorrow how to create a free trial account on AWS. Why? Because lab setup is required, right? So first I will give to you, instead of content, I will give to you one beautiful overview. What are the topics we are going to see in this training? Simple way I will explain. Simple way I will explain what are the topics we are going to see in this training, sir. One second, sir. Then we will follow the official document. First of all, lab setup, nothing but upon AWS account, free account, we will create the lab setup. This is the first one. Next one, basic commands. This should be in one session. That is on Saturday only. One session hardly I will take 2 hours. 2 hour session is available purely related to basic commands. Those who are not having an idea. This Saturday I will inform the timings. Complete all basic commands, especially via editor. Then after, what is the shebang line? Shebang line. This is a very important one, which is nothing but your shell name, shebang line information. Yes, in every component, variables are important, and typecasting, how to convert one data type to another data type, and printing statements, very important one, echo command, especially -e. This is very difficult one to understand. Let me show you one example. I'm taking one Linux machine, but I will explain to you everything on AWS, which is completely free for the practice purpose. Sure, that day I will explain. Okay, definitely, Sandeep, it will take some time to understand what is the theory concept. Probably we will plan 2 hours. The 2 hours on Saturday we will discuss that one. Okay, already it is completed. That's why you are saying that one. Okay, good. Sure. See, sir. Now, echo command, sir. See, echo is nothing but printing. Good morning. That's all. See, as it is, it will print. But something I am using. See, completely my remaining information also coming in a different color code. Different color code. See how to stop it. Yes, I stopped that one. -e, -n, I mean special characters. I2 all. See this one? How to print multi-line statements. Especially echo command purpose. That is a very important one. Next one, input operation purpose. Runtime input, if you want to take, there is a one command is there, read. See read. Enter a number. P for prompt. Yes, I'm storing that value into one value with a variable number. See, some number I'm storing. Echo, the value is num. How simple I am writing the values. But generally, I am taking how to take the runtime inputs from the user. That is a plan. That is a plan. Input operation now. Input operations. But not only one way. How to print and how to receive in one single shot. Yes, and very important one, combined substitutions with the help of the variables, line number 4 and line number 7. Line number 4 and line number 7 concepts. Then after we have a operators concept is there. Here we have a different type of operators are there. The first one based on numbers, based on the strings, based on the date time values, we have a comparison operators on them. Yes, nothing but relational operators. And to check more than one condition, logical operators are there. Very big concept, this one. Next, very important one, redirection operators. What is a 1 greater than, 2 greater than, and what is a dev null redirection operators? What is a standard output, standard input, and standard error? These three will come here. These three will come here. So second biggest part after operators. Then after we have a conditional statements. If else, ladder if else, and switch conditional statement. First pillar. Next we have a looping statements to repeat something again and again. And then we have a functions inside of it. Sir, I am saying one word answer simply. And in the function call by value, call by reference. Then after we have a scheduler. There you have a cron tab and yet command. Two will come here. Then after file management, here we will write the CSV reports. How to generate the CSV reports? Very important ones. Comma separated values only. Then here we have a real-time scripts. Complete all after 14 concept of 15. We will start this area. Like generally, I am talking few of them. Disk space information, for example. How to write the script and how to get the alert, mail command. Yes, how to get the alerts. Next, how to find out the inactive users. Like this is a scenario simply like inventory information. Yes, disabling the inactive users, sending a copy paste. Even one more thing I forgot to define. 1 second. Passwordless authentication. Passwordless authentication. This concept only leads us to learn in Azure Cloud, sorry, in the DevOps, Ansible. Passwordless authentication, SSH protocol. How to share the keys and command line arguments. One more element here. $1, $2, $3. Command line arguments. Right. So then after mainly command line arguments without non-interactive script purpose. Non-interactive script purpose, command line arguments are there. Even if you come to here, if for example I want to find out the disk space of one folder or something. For example, let's take one small example here. I want to find out the root space information. What is the available space? This value I want to pick up. This value I want to pick up. See how simple I am writing here. Just I am doing. What is the line number of this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am just writing a logic. I am writing something. See. 1 second.
AWK.
AW. Okay, it is a cloud name is moving. $0. See how simple I am writing that line. I think this is number 6 root folder. Perfect. Again, I want to pick up free space information. This value I want to pick up. So what I'm doing, I'm just doing a some simple cut based on the space. If I divide space, field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4, field 5, field 6, field 7. I want to print field 7, not 7. I think it is 8. Yes, 20. Even one more time, I don't want that G character. Yes, only the total space information. A equals to something I am loading a variable inside of a variable. See, I will write total space is or total available space is. How simple it is printing. The The same approach when we know the scripting area. Scripting means not a big deal, sir. First of all, it's not a big deal. Just it is a normal file. See, my file.sh. But before that, we should go to VA editor. See, and I'm writing same line here. One second. These modes are important. I'm copying this entire line. Extension also you can see observe, but really this extension is not mandatory. Not mandatory. That extension also not a mandatory. Print or printf total size is $a. Just I'm writing some commands. Even see, some commands date, pwd, who am I. Just save and quit. No, you don't know VA editor. Remember this point. I'm explaining to you. If you know everything, how we can execute this one. See, total space. If I run something with sh, it is my shell name sh and my file name. See, extension is not mandatory, but when you learn one more component, you see, while moving training, the concepts are adding. Sir, profile concept, very biggest one. When you log into your account, first time you are logging to your account, directly your screen will not come, sir. Backend, some default scripts will be executed. The default scripts location is nothing but login user home directory. When we know this one is a username, just run a command, basic command, ls-a, ls, nothing. If you run ls-a, ls space -a, you will get the hidden files information. See, this is a one bash profile file. If you put anything inside of this file, this is the hidden file actually. We can execute it before getting the very first time you are logging to your account. Very first time you are logging to your account, sir. You need to execute some script. Every time you need to execute some script. Blindly you can write inside of this file. Or any variable if you want to store. Yes. And even same thing, something if you want to execute logout time. Yes, right here. Right here. Even your target, first of all, when you learn all these things only, you can think about the cloud, how to automate the cloud. Even simply we can automate our VA tool also. For example, yum utility. I'm just writing install.sh. So first of all, I'm asking, I'm writing here, I'm writing some options. Install and remove. Two options I'm providing. Read-p, enter any one number. See, then after I'm writing, how this will work, sir, if I run this program? Oh, enter any one of the numbers. So -e, okay, option is missing. See, I'm providing some number. Give me 1 second. -e, not n. See, install. I beautifully am getting install or remove. Enter one number. If you provide one, something I need to execute it. Observe carefully. So I'm testing. Here you have a if conditions. I said here conditional statements. When we know this 10th concept, then we can write, okay, what is the value in opt? Is it equal to 1? Yes, operators are there. How you know equal operator? That is at the time of here comparison operators area, you will get the equal operator. And what is the opt? It's a variable, something you are storing. Number 4 concept. When we know the syntax, yes, I'm writing some statement. So read-p, enter the package name. enter the package name. User will provide some name. That package I want to install it. Yam install the package name, whatever the user is providing, that package name I am writing. The package name is pkg. So I don't want to print any output on the screen. So how I learn this one? Yes, that concept leads to learn redirection operators. This is a DevNon, same thing I am using. And how I know this is successfully executed or not? There are some special characters are there. Yes, even you can write it simply. You can write installed. Otherwise, you can write simple installed. Simple I'm writing installed. Simple I written installed. Only one option I'm writing in front of. Why? Because we don't know any component in this one. See, if I run this program, one for install, which package? I want to install some package. Nothing will be printed, sir. Directly it will finally it will print one statement installed. Like we can create a menu list. From the menu list, user can select the options. See, it is installing. Actually, it is installing. It is installing. After some time, you will get a message successfully installed there. So, especially here, sir, now one thing very clear. You don't know anything about the cloud. Sir, if I learn, will I get the subject into the cloud? No. 100% you will not get. When you have the already experience on the DevOps or cloud, right, we can write the scripts. This is purely for automation on the Linux platforms. Shell script training purely for the automation for the Linux, completely Linux platform. Sir, if I learn, can I get the DevOps training? Sir, this will helpful to you 200% in the cloud or DevOps. If you join in this training, you will get the training of the DevOps. Will you get the training of especially for shell script today? New people purpose I am talking this word. It is purely for automation purpose, but don't expect will I get inside of this shell script training? Will I get DevOps everything? So DevOps is almost a 1 month training. Complete command to command automation in the shell script. We have this one. Every pin-to-pin automation concept I will explain, even including one project. This is a new thing I am also announcing. Why? Because when we know the CSV format concept, one project I am added. So this based on this one, we will write one project also. But guarantee after this one, you can write the script for any type of requirement. Any type of requirement. It's completely, it's a 30 days training, 30 hours. And the timings are same 9:45 to 10:45 AM IST. And after every live session, you will get the recordings. There is only one batch. Only one batch, that is 9:45 AM to 10:45. It is Monday to Friday. Yes, if you are interested to join this course, yes, this total fees for this one is a 1,000. After your payment, please share the payment screenshot to my WhatsApp number, and I will add your number to the group. From there, we will communicate. I will pick up your mail IDs. So those who are already joined for Linux, shell script, DevOps, you don't worry. It's a continuation process. Nothing to change. Same link. Everything is same. Especially for shell script people, this is the information. Yes, sir. Is there any queries related to shell script?
Hi, this is Raja. Regarding the shell script, this for loop and other stuff also going to be covered. What else is the content that you are going to see?
So I think the voice is very low, sir. I'm unable to get the voice. I think from my end or any other people also getting same issue.
Hello, Naga.
Yes, sir. Bala.
Okay, okay. So I have some query. See, we understood, but initially I asked some question, but I don't want to disturb your flow. That's what. So initially you told me PowerShell and shell scripting differentiation. But what is the main difference for the Python? Okay, which one is a better way, better language to learn, and it can be future also helpful? Which all three? Which one you are recommending?
Definitely. So if you take the shell scripts, are purely it's a platform native task one. I mean, it's purely for Linux. Everything is possible in easiest manner.
Okay.
But if you take the same thing on the Linux platform, sorry, if you take the same thing on the Python, definitely you have to interact with some other modules. Not direct way. Not direct way. Let me show you one example. Sir, instead of this one, if I learn the Python, what is the even? I will teach the same thing. That's fine. I'm giving a perfect plan. But good thing, now DevOps point or cloud point, all are mandatory. I mean, for Linux one, shell script, Python, and Windows platform purpose, PowerShell. Nowadays, this is a required one. So related to your question, I will give you one small example. There is a one module I explained to you previously. Okay, this is a one module. Just close lab. So this is not a PowerShell, sir. It's a Python related content.
It is not moving, I believe.
Just see. Okay, simple one. Now I'm using. I want to get some data from one Linux machine. The username and password you can able to see on the screen. That is some remote server.
No, no, Naga, we are not okay. Now it is moving. Yes.
Yes. See, to run a small command df-h, directly I am running this one. See, what is this script is doing? Closely observe. I written one like some code I written on this PowerShell. Sorry, Python. See this one. Are you able to see this code in Python? These lines.
Yes, yes, yes.
What is the final target? Just this is a command. You will get the space information. Same thing. If I want to act, if I want to achieve, here also I will create the file name. For example, disk.sh. I will run simply a command. I will save and exit. Sh disk.sh. Difference is there or not? It's the native task. Even PowerShell, why it is famous on Windows platform? It's an inbuilt technology. Shell is an inbuilt technology of Linux servers. But Python also beautiful. You can use anywhere. If you want to learn which is the best option, here I will give to you two answers. One is a Python evergreen. Everywhere is available. Everywhere is available, irrespective of technology. And now shell script. Why? Because we don't work on server's point. All these not Windows, like with the help of the PowerShell. We have a Linux servers also there. Anything, the Linux distribution, anything, Ubuntu or anything. So easiest manner to communicate with the Linux servers is a shell. On Windows, PowerShell. If you want to manage both the things, if you want to write a Unix script, best option is a Python. Now one answer, will I learn one thing? Can I survive in the cloud environment? No. Either go with PowerShell Python or else shell with Python. But Python is common. Yes, sir. Is it fine? Okay, guys.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, Naga.
Yes, guys. Class starts from tomorrow. Actually, there is a one batch is going on. They joined for Linux administration, shell script, and DevOps. Linux part is completed for that, except one session. And here shell script is started. Now you can consider this is the official session. Tomorrow I'm going to start the regular batch. There is no delay for this. Tomorrow we have a session number 2 on shell script. Yes, if you are interested, you can share the screenshot to my WhatsApp number, and the same number is a payment and WhatsApp also. Then I will add your number and I will share to you a link to attend the training. That's all, guys. This is for small demo regarding shell script, but genuine word I'm saying to you, 100% you will get a genuine subject here. I'm simply proper content I will provide to you, which is not like any YouTube channel, not any document. A genuine way I will provide. Why? Because I will teach PowerShell, Python scripting, yes, and PowerShell also. You don't worry, all type of cases I will cover. Thank you.